How many years were you in boarding school, Shakti?
I was from 11 until 17, I was in boarding school.
Wow.
Yeah. And I came back home twice a year. And my parents came to visit me a couple of times a year. Um, but my father, as from at age 13, we discovered that my father had lung cancer, and that he was going to die within the next 12 months or so. And that was particularly difficult to deal with. And he actually lived for 5 more years after that. So he actually passed when I was about 16. I was almost 16. I was running my 16th year. And yeah, we had to spend a lot of money for his treatment. That was difficult. That was another major anchor set for ambition for me, because there were times when my mother would tell me to to be careful about switching off the AC when I'm not using it, or switching off the lights when I'm not using it, and little things like that. And I was like, I just wish I had more money. I just wish we didn't have to think about all of this. And there was one particular time which I discovered quite later on in my life. I did an exercise at a seminar, and this incident came back to me. There was one time when my mother uh, was scolding my younger brother. My younger brother must have been, I think, 6, and I was about 10 or 11. And no, my younger brother must have been 8, and I was about 13. I'd come back from school for holidays, and she was telling him, these are the what you're eating. I said, why are you scolding him? And she said, he's eating the cream biscuits, and I've told him we cannot afford cream biscuits. So uh, we cannot afford to eat cream biscuits every day. So when some guests come or something, we can open a packet and then you can have the cream biscuits. But he's supposed to eat the normal biscuits when, we are living through our day. And I was like, I remember being so enraged. I looked at this child that just wanted cream biscuits, and I was like, I don't care if we don't have money. I don't care if we don't get treatment for our father. If this kid wants a cream biscuit, this is not the way we're going to save or live. I was so enraged and frustrated. And from that point on, I started actually saving. And I had a piggy bank of my own, and just whenever I got money from anyone, any relative, anytime my mother gave me a money for a film or something, I wouldn't go watch that film. I would just save the money.
Mhm.
And I told my brother, if you ever need anything, just don't tell mom, and just come to me and I'll give it to you. And plus, I knew how my parents were struggling to pay the fees, because it was not exactly inexpensive.
Yes.
So I understood the intentions and I completely got it, but I just was not able to deal with the separation from my home. Um, and then a few months later, my father was diagnosed with cancer, and that's really when things got difficult. And my experience was that when things really got difficult, I kind of went numb. I didn't feel any worse. I didn't feel any, like, I was just numb. Like I just figured, like, this is how life is. It's just difficult and you just deal with it.
Yes.
And fortunately, I never compared myself. I never ever remember asking myself the question, like, why me? Or why do we have to struggle with money and the other people don't have to? Or fortunately, I never asked that. I just kept on trying to look for ways, like, how can I change this? How can I make money? How can I remember starting some small, trying to start like a small CD rental thing with my brother, to make some extra money, and things like that. So yeah, and then again, saving the money and maintaining that piggy bank to do things for myself, to have that kind of power. Like, if I want something, I never ever bought anything. I just saved.
Yeah.
But I really felt the power. Like, if I really wanted something, I have my bank and I can go get it. And even till now, when I was young, I thought that when I make all the money, I'll go buy like a Lamborghini or something. And today I can buy like 4 Lamborghinis, but I just don't. It's just knowing that I could do it, that gives me satisfaction. I don't necessarily, if I'm on a holiday, I'll rent a Lamborghini, and I'll drive around in a Ferrari just to feel it and just to experience it. but I have no desire to buy cars or a lot of the things that really will not fulfill you.
Sure.